Nice to hear you, Mike. It's been quite a while, but of course, 20 meters in the evening time with us is totally dead. So I wonder how you're hearing me. Whiskey 8 Hotel Bravo ON8EI. Over.
Yeah, I've got you about 5758 right now. I've got just a little bit of fluctuation in the signal there. You know, it's jumping around a little bit there. It's definitely over 5.6, but I'd say more 5.7, 5.8 right now. But yeah, good to hear you. Good to hear you. Yeah, I was on 20 last night. I actually worked. Let me look here. A Hotel Sugar, a gentleman in Thailand. This was about 23:58 UTC. Iceland, I had a good conversation with a guy in Iceland, and didn't hear any Europe coming in though. And the night before I was on there, I worked a few stations over in Europe, but and the Middle East there. But yeah, everything's good here. Got some snow on the ground. We probably got about a couple inches overnight here. Over.
Yeah, Roger, on that, Mike. Well, by the way, just to give you a report on your signal, yeah, you're 5.7, 5.8, and that lovely audio that really punches through. Well, that's very interesting about Thailand and Iceland, and I wonder who that was in Iceland. There is one guy in Iceland. His call sign escapes me, but he's very big into audio. So I've talked to him a few times. And weather here, we've got windy, rainy, and cold. Over.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I'd rather have the snow than the rain. Seriously, as long as you're not out on the highways. But I don't know. As long as it stays off the roads, it's pretty this time of the year. After December 25th, it can go away. Yeah, the guy I worked last night in Iceland was. Crepe. Let me look here. Tango Fox 4 Whiskey Delta, Christian, Roger.
Yeah, the name rings a bell, but it's not the guy with the lovely audio. But anyway, that's for another day. How is the family, the grandchildren, and the whole big gang? And how is that rotator? Is it standing up against the elements? Over.
Yeah, W8HB with ON8EI. Yeah, John, it's good. As a matter of fact, I was just I had it up over the North Pole, and I just turned the beam back here a few minutes ago, back to about 45 degrees, where I normally keep it at. Not only because of you guys over in Europe, but it's the majority of my conversations are in, at about 45 degrees. It kind of covers a wide angle there, But yeah, I had it up over the pole, and it responded right away, and it's minus 5.6 today. So it's a little bit nippy outside. It's about 20, 21, 22 degrees, about 22 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, it sounds cold enough. Well, hopefully the shack is warm for you. Well, I'm my next experiment with antennas is a 40-80 fan dipole. So I have 80 meters, and one of the legs goes up to about 22 meters on a tree, and I want to put just below it 40 meters, so I can see if I can see a difference between the lower dipole that I have on 40 meters. So that's my antenna stuff, and the other thing I'm working on is for 10 meters. It's a 5-element and an 8-meter boom. So I don't know what that translates. Maybe something like 24 feet of a boom. And I'm going to put that up, but I'm just waiting for some supplies. Over.
Yeah. And before I forget it, the family's good. The wife actually went with the two daughters and the granddaughter up to the two granddaughters and two daughters up to watch a ballet show up in Cleveland. So they said, well, Dad, you can go. And I said, no, I don't think so. You guys have a good time. I was going to tell you about, I've been working a lot of 40 and 80 here the last few weeks. and I'm looking through the log here. Last night I worked DO5 in Germany. I worked England, which was an M7. That was on 40. I worked at DJ, Germany on 80 last night, 75. Let me look at the night before here. Yeah, I've really been working the heck out of, I worked Thailand, and I worked Hotel Sugar on 40, and also JA, Japan on 40 the other night. About a couple nights ago. I worked in EA7, Spain. So I'm just looking, that's 40. These are all 40. Hotel Lima 5, that was Korea, that's 40. EA5, and then a Fox 6 and an Echo 71, that was on 40 and 80. Bosnia. So yeah, I've been, a little bit after, gray line here, a little bit after sunset, right around sunset, I've been getting on, down lower on the lower end there, 7130 to 7160, somewhere in there, looking around in that area, over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, you've certainly netted quite a few. I wonder, did you ever hear Golf 0 Echo Victor Yankee, over?
Yeah, I've heard him. I certainly have. I think I've worked him. I can't remember his name, but boy, I know I've worked that golf on EVY, Roger.
Yeah, Roger, yeah, that's the guy. And do you know what antenna that he's using, over?
If it's the same guy that I talked to before, he's got quite an array there, if I remember correctly. I can't remember what he's using though, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I'm just looking on his. He no longer has a picture of his antenna. But if you get a chance, just go to something like Google, and then just do search images and give in his call sign, and you'll see the antenna. It's a crane, over.
I have saw that, and I was looking through the log. I think I've worked him on 75 meters here very, very recently, in fact, and he had a tremendous signal coming across. So I think it was on 80, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, he moves between 80 and 40. I've heard him mainly on 40 meters, and then what he does, he gives you your report, and he'll say you're 5 and 9 plus 23 and a half, over.
5 and 9 plus 23 and a half. Yeah, I was sitting there while I'm looking through the log. I was looking to see if I could find when I last worked him. I was sitting there last night on 20 talking to 20 meters, talking to a guy in Iceland there. We were talking about him a couple of minutes ago, Christian. I signed with him, and a guy station hollered at me from Thailand on 20 over the pole. I had to beam up over the pole. And he was in a condo or some sort of apartment complex there outside of Bangkok. And I Googled him, and it was on QRZ. And he's got one of those homemade, it looks like a copper tube loop, you know what I'm talking about, up on his porch or outside whatever of his condo, Roger?
Yeah, Roger, I don't know the guy you're speaking about, but a pal of mine in VK was also speaking with him, over.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to hit the call sign the guy last night in Thailand. I'm trying to think what it was. It's Hotel Sugar. Oh, geez. Hotel Sugar 0 Zulu Papa Charlie. And his name was Gordon, Roger?
Yeah, Roger. Well, anyway, the guy that I've spoken to, I won't say quite a few, but a few times is Carl. He's an English guy, and he's an amazing signal, and all he's using is pieces of wire, over.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. What you can actually load up and talk on. I have always said the bands are so good you could probably load up a wet spaghetti noodle, Roger.
Yeah, Roger, sure. Yeah, now this guy, and he's a very, very nice person. Hotel Sierra Zero, Zulu Oscar Alpha, Carl, over.
Yeah, okay, okay. Well, there's one guy that I've been talking to quite often. Denny, have you talked to Dennis, Zulu Mike Yankee, I think it is? Hotel Sugar Zero, Zulu Mike Yankee?
Yeah, that name rings a bell. And a friend of mine will be going over in the next few days, and I think he's going to spend about 2 months in Thailand. And his name is Kurt. Now his HS call sign doesn't jump out at me, but he's Oscar November 7 as Oscar Fox Fox. So ON7 off. And he's off to Thailand very soon, and I think he's going to be there for 2 months, and he'll be setting up his station, and he should be a big signal. So that's another one to look out for. Over.
Yeah, I certainly will. I certainly will look out for Kurt. ON7OFF, and it's hard to say what they're going to give him for a call sign, unless he'll be slash or stroke Hotel Sugar Zero. I don't know if they do that or not. Do they, over?
No, I think he has one. I'm just seeing if I can search it out right now. By the way, the antenna is down quite low. It's about 25 meters above the ground, and I have Kurt's call sign. So normally it's up about 48 feet, but because of the wind, I dropped it down a few days ago. So have a look out for Kurt, and he is Hotel Sugar Zero Zulu Papa X-ray. Over.
Zulu Papa X-ray. Okay, I wrote it down and put an asterisk beside it. Okay. All right, I got a circle. I'll keep it right here on the top of the sheet there if I hear him on. And he's a good friend of yours?
Oh yeah. He's a very good radio friend of mine, and he's been out to the house a few times, and we have something in common. Well, at the moment I'm using the Anand, but both of us also use the Hermes Light. Over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so everybody good on your end? Everything's okay?
Yeah, everything is good. The lady of the house is down in her living room, and the kiddies, but they're far from kiddies. They're in their living room, and I'm up in the shack. Hey, thank you very much for picking me up. I'll put it back to you for a final, and you can work a few more because you're a cracker of a signal. You come up to 5.9 and edging over the 9. So it's windy, wet, and cold here, but nice and warm in the shack. So till the next time, Mike. Really lovely to hear you. So Whiskey 8 Hotel Bravo ON80I. Till the next time, Mike. From 73's from Belgium. Over.
Yeah. Okay, John. Yeah, thanks for calling me. You surprised me there. But yeah, good to hear you. And Merry Christmas to you. You and the wife there. And this week is coming up here real quick. Today's winter solstice, so that's a good thing. The days start getting longer after today. But yeah, very good. Very good on all the information. I got Kurt's information wrote down, and I'll keep an eye on him there. And any particular bands or whatever, maybe send me a note later where he's going to be, or if you hear him there, drop me an email. So off of QRZ there. But yeah, we're all good here. Snow on the ground, minus 5.5, 6 degrees C. Santa Claus is coming to town, and hopefully I was a good boy and I don't get a lump of coal this year. I'll catch you later. 73. I'm going to probably work a few more, and then I'm going to get out of here myself. I've got a couple of things I got to run and do this afternoon while there's still some daylight out. And that's nothing major, but one of them in particular is an old phonograph needle. We put the carpet down in the living room this past Wednesday, and I was moving the stereo, the old turntable, and it's Pioneer, if you remember that brand name. And the needle, the needle for the 33 records, the old albums, I've got a bunch of the old albums, broke off. So I'm going to go out on a little venture. I think I know where I can get me one. If not, I'm probably going to have to order it on Amazon or something, you know. So I'll catch you later, John. Have a good one. ONADI. Merry Christmas from snowy northern Ohio. W8 Hotel Bravo.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. Take care, and we'll hopefully talk next year. Over.
Roger, you're 5'9", by the way. I'll catch you later, John.
Yeah, bye-bye from Belgium, Mike.
575, John, 575.
Roger, Roger.
Yeah, okay, John. We'll catch you later. On.
ONATI, W1 GI0MPT, over.
Yes, hello, Eamon. How are you, over?
Yeah, very good, very good. Not too bad. You're a nice signal here. Been listening to you for a couple of minutes. You're plenty loud. I don't know if the band is in good condition, but I can hear you fine there. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're 10 over with me, and as I mentioned to Mike, the antenna is down quite low, 11 or even 7 meters above the ground. Eamon, over.
Yeah, it's working pretty good. Not too bad. We got probably about 6 inches of snow here yesterday. It stopped overnight, so first snow of the season for this location. But I think there's plenty, north of here and west of here. But anyway, a bit of a pain in the ass. But I plowed a bit this morning there, and that's it. So the driveway's somewhat clear, and the path is clear. So that's it. But a pain in the ass, John. Over.
Yeah, and I always wondered, Eamon, is it the law that you have to keep it clear, over?
No, I not really the law, but it just makes common sense. And also, if there's any problem in your driveway, then an ambulance can't get in or a fire truck can't get in. And also, if you've got a fire hydrant, which I have out on the main road there, so you keep that clear as well. And keep there's a fiberglass rod that comes off it with a reflector, just in case there's a problem that they know where the fire hydrant is anyway. But if they got to dig out the snow, then it's obviously going to create a problem. So that in the mailbox, John, you got to keep getting them bills there. Go ahead.
Yeah, nothing like getting a few old bills. But you sound great. You're a terrific signal, and I was talking. Yes, that's. And his name escapes me, but you'll remember him. He bought the mast. You were selling a mast back home, and he bought it, and he brought it home, and he set it up. And he lives in some place in the Northern Ireland. But you know who I'm talking about, over?
Yeah, I don't. I don't. I recollect talking to some guy here, and I don't know, a year back or more. And he talked about getting the mast from me, but I don't remember. I think I remember him. This is going back 30 years or more. So, oh no, it's actually not. That's not true. He got it down in Malin Head. So, but I don't remember who he is, or he's up north somewhere. I don't know where, but. Anyway, I remember him. Actually, I wasn't there. I think he came and collected it. And got it, and that was it. So I don't remember anything more than that. But anyway, this is an FT 101. I don't know if I've been talking to you since that, but I got it here. It's got to be a month anyway, and it seems to be working okay there. The receiver is fantastic on it, I believe, anyway, and I think it's a lot better than the FT 5000. Or certainly the one that I have, but it's just amazing that the noise that you can cut out, So I know you're well versed in all that SDR and everything else there, but this I think this is fantastic. There, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I'm very happy for you, and I suppose you'll hold on to the 5,000, over.
No, I don't, John. I think I'm going to get rid of it there, but I'll see what happens, over.
Yeah, because anyway, that'll go quickly because lots of people love the the 5,000. Yeah, I'm not on the Hermes Light today. I'm on the Anan, which is the Big Brother. So I wonder, are you familiar with that? And I was speaking with Mike Mulcahy about 2 weeks ago, and he called in on Zello last week on Tuesday, was the to see how many they could get to call in, and I think they got up to something like 160. So he called in on his Irish call sign. But when I've heard him from time to time on 20 meters, but he never sounds loud like you, over.
Yeah, well, his antenna is pointing south, so that's the problem, and as yet he hasn't done anything with it. I talked to him a couple of times a week on 10 meters, and it's just local for us, ground wave. But I'm south of him, so I get a great signal from him, and we don't, we can turn off an amplifier and just 50 watts or 100 watts, and we're plenty loud with each other. But we're usually around 28,400, somewhere about there. But I know it's the band is closed for you at that stage. Go ahead.
Yes, it would be more or less. Now, my memory, because when I went to Mike's place, did he have or does he have 2 towers, over?
No, just the one tower, and I think it's about 130 feet. So he's got 20, 15, and 10, a stacked array there. Go ahead.
Yeah, and would I be sure? I'm sure I remember that he had an antenna that was just fixed, aiming towards Ireland, over.
Yeah, I think he did, but I think that might be for 15 meters. Maybe that was it. I don't know. Yeah, I think one is fixed on Ireland, and the other one is rotating, but that's where the problem is. But listen, I got to go at the shop here. My kid, I got to put his snow tires on for the season. So I got to take off the front tires and put on these 2 wheels here for him. So it won't take me terrible long. But anyway, I'll see you again there. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Eamon, for calling me. I really appreciate that. But you're sounding great, and as I said to Mike, and I think you said to Mike, just get someone to get out professionally to do it and get it all sorted, over.
Yeah, exactly. That's what needs done. So he says he was going to get out of that after Christmas. So we'll see what shakes out, But yeah, that's what's needed, and it could be a simple problem, and it could be $100,000 problem. Who knows? But I'm sure it's only a couple of bucks. I'll fix it, and I believe it's probably an electrical issue. But anyway, just need somebody to climb up and figure it out, and that's it. So that's the story. But my climbing days are over. I climbed that tower a couple of times, and at this stage of the career, I'm not. A 6-foot ladder or an 8-foot ladder is about as high as I can go, unless there's an elevator up or stairs, but no more climbing for me. Anyway, John, listen, I'll see you later. I got to get this done for this kid here. W8HB W1 GI0MPT. And how is this microphone? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's terrific, and I'm doing a recording, and I'll send you the link, over.
Yeah, okay, very good. Well, you're about F7 here, so I don't know how good the recording will be. But anyway, that's great. I appreciate that. And I'll talk to you again, over.
Yeah, always great hearing you, Eamon. Call me again. I love speaking with you. O-N-A-T-I, Eamon, over.
All right, good lad. We'll see you later, 7-3.
Yeah, bye-bye.